Hello everybody, this is James from PsyopsInteractive. I'm just doing a quick update on the current state of things as they're going with the Distortionist. So far it's a year since the start of the project and we've had one episode out that half the people haven't been able to find. Yeah, I've got a couple things to just address and a few things we're tweaking about at the moment. The last couple days has been mainly spent re-reviewing episode 1. Because as many of you know, episode 1 went up just after or just before Halloween last year. Problem that we had when it went out was it was uploaded onto BitChute, and then BitChute, I'm not sure if this is just by default with most videos, but BitChute listed that as unlisted from the get-go. So it was uploaded, it was up there on the premiere night, and no one could see it. So it wasn't until a couple hours later I had a few messages from people just to let me know that the video wasn't actually visible for anyone. So recently I've been working on the final parts of the voice acting work for episode 2, which is very much nearly done. Within the next couple of weeks that should be premiering, hopefully, or at least a premiere date. I was talking to one of the voice actors, and during that conversation I sent them a link to episode 1. They went to go watch episode 1 and the link isn't working, or wasn't working the other day on just on BitChute. I think it was working. Again, it's another issue running into with BitChute. We have got a Odyssey channel as well, which our uploads have been going to. However, I think what we're going to do in the future is create an actual dedicated YouTube channel to upload the videos to, because we've been looking at all the other options and it seems the easiest and most hassle-free way to be able for us to actually release stuff and for people to view it without having to jump through hoops. So that YouTube channel is now in its initial setup stage. So currently with episode 2, it's taken a hell of a long time to get, let alone episode 1 to the point of where it's complete, now to get episode 2 from inception point all the way to where it is now. So basically the issue of time that we've run into with the episodes, why it takes so long to release an episode, is just because of the amount of work that has to go into animating even a short video. When you consider that the episodes that we're putting together are almost 30 minutes long in total, it's every second of that has to be put together in some way. We're working with a very small team, and I mean very small team. It's literally me doing the sound, the music stuff, a few bits with graphical things, then the majority of the animation, editing, releasing stuff, etc, etc. And then also got Ryan who's helping out at Ryan Bowers Art on Instagram. We've also got Ryan, who's our lead concept designer, who's also doing a lot of the design work, a lot of the producing different ideas and things that could happen, and is doing a lot of background stuff that I don't have time basically to get around to do, just because it's taking so long to do everything else. So I wanted to also address a reason why episode 1 took so long to come out, because we started the project for this back in, I think it must have been January or just before of last year. So it's a good year and a bit from now. Episode 1 started production back then, and then it finally got to release date in October. So it's a good 10 months or so of solid work on that episode 1. And during that time also we moved studio, and just life in general, it's been the last year or so, last couple of years, things got pushed back, things got delayed. Also, another massive reason why it took so long is that so I used to do animation, little bits and bobs with animation years and years ago, had a break for a long time, jumped back into doing animation, and this is really the very first project, large scale project that I've been working on since I've been relearning things. So it's basically been a case of I'm trial and error learning the entire way through the process of making each episode. So it just takes a long time, and during that process there's obviously points where I'm finding stuff out which I then want to, say I'm on episode 2 and I find something out really cool, how to do something, I then want to go back and add that to episode 1 in some way. So again, things just get pushed back and pushed back. So what happened the other day was I was having this conversation with one of our voice actors who tried to view the video on BitChute, saw it wasn't working, and then which led me to then watch back the whole copy of episode 1 on Odyssey instead. So then watching that episode back on Odyssey, a few things came to light which I hadn't really noticed before. I think there was quite a lot of adrenaline going into the first episode during that release period, so maybe things just got slightly overlooked. But yeah, a couple of things that got overlooked, such as there's a couple sections where the frame rates went from like 24 FPS to 60 FPS, jumping between shots, and it was very noticeable on that watch back. I don't know how I missed it before, but it's very noticeable on the watch back. And also, there was this recurring problem that seemed to be going throughout the episode of where there would be these like 1 second or half a second visual dropouts. So it would cut to black for a second. I've gone back and looked at the original project, and there was gaps in the video for some reason. The only thing I think that could be down to is if at some point, if I've been editing, moving stuff about, if it's pushed a clip slightly out of place, or if I've changed the speed of a clip, that could have moved stuff about. So anyway, I went back, found all of these little errors, little bits that I've overlooked back when working on episode 1. Wrote up a list of about 30 different things. Went back through pretty much all of yesterday morning, all through last night, and I've re-edited a ton of stuff. Like the amount of exporting time and re-rendering time is just unreal. But news is that episode 1 is now like director's cut edition. It's perfectly down as far as things go for now. It's perfect. I'm leaving it. I'm not going to touch it anymore. That episode is done as far as I'm concerned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take down the link for it that is on Odyssey and on BitChute. So those ones will both be gone. If you saw them at the time, thanks for watching them. But they will, after this point, will no longer be accessible. What I will do is put the new completed episode 1 that will go on all of the previous channels. So it'll be on Odyssey and on BitChute, but then it will also be on the new YouTube channel. So that'll be available to view. I'll put up a date for that on Instagram so people can have a look. But yes, that's the main thing that's going on with episode 1. As far as things go with episode 2, it is 98 to 99% done. I have a voice acting session coming up with the voice actor who does Rick's voice. That will be day after tomorrow. So then that is the last bit of voice acting that needs doing. I'll be editing that throughout the week, and then that will hopefully premiere next weekend, if not the weekend after, depending how much time that takes just to edit things down, review, look for tweaks, remaster sounds, all the interesting bits that take months. So like I was saying, with like the development process, it's gone through from right at the start. It's like the inception of episode 1 all the way to where we are now, which is actually the start of episode 4, which is what I've been working on. So during that time, what has actually happened is, I was obviously, as I've been learning and relearning the animating stuff and incorporating different things into different episodes, over time, the actual production time has reduced for each episode quite significantly. So the first episode took 10 months or so just to get it to when it was release ready, kind of at that point. But in that time frame since October of last year up to now in March, there's already 4 episodes that are like in works. Episode 3 is all the way completed. It just needs the sound work doing for that and the voice acting. That will be getting done over the next couple of months or so. Like I said, episode 2, 99% done, should be completed by next weekend or the weekend after. Episode 4 is still really in early development, but again, I think like just because the time it takes to put these episodes together, I have the story notes for the entire series, this first series, and it's like pages and pages and pages. And we are like tip of the iceberg as far as things go. So there's so much content still to come with series 1. It's just a case of it takes a while to come out. So at the moment, it is a case of we're working multiple hours every day, every night, every week, just to get the episode ready to go. But good news is they are really getting there quite quickly. It's taking a lot less time to get episodes together, which is always a good thing. More and more content is going to now be available in the next coming months or so, and there's plenty more content to come as far as the actual story itself. And as far as the Distortionist goes, it's got legs, let's say, as far as what still needs doing and what is still to come. So definitely watch this space. Keep an eye on the Instagram. We're also going to be setting up a new social media thing for this. We're going to be set up on Facebook just so we can update people a little bit easier on what's going on rather than being constricted to like a minute long, like the minute long video limitations on Instagram, and actually has to be able to do proper posts, social media posts with proper interactions and stuff rather than just like Instagram bots trying to spam comments. That's all I've really got to say as far as this March update on things. Hopefully by this is end of March now, so hopefully end of April we'll have another episode for you to watch. So it's actually taken all the footage that we've created so far and all the video work we've done so far, put it back to back, and it comes out to almost about 2 hours. So considering that episode 1 was up for, well, was up, and that was only about 25 minutes, so there's like triple the amount already kind of in canon and ready to go. So yeah, just keep an eye on that. It'll be going up on any time soon. I'll put a post up on Instagram and on the social media beforehand, and just keep things updated from the hub that is Instagram, and then feed everything out from that. Thanks for watching this little update. Hopefully we'll have another one coming at some point, but really it is just a case of knuckling down and getting stuff finished. So there's content for you to watch. So yeah, this is James from PsyopsInteractive. Cheers for watching.